La actividad de la economía real sigue siendo moderada en todo el mundo.
Real economic activity remains subdued worldwide. According to the latest forecasts of the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, the world economy is going to grow by 2.3% this year. In other words, at the same sluggish pace as it grew in 2012.
Day 2 of ECOSOC's annual ministerial review themed science, technology, and innovation, and the potential of culture for promoting sustainable development and achieving the Millennium Development Goals, centered discussions on developments of the global economy, unraveling the worlds of international finance and trade, and their direct impact on sustainable development.
That developing and developed nations have seen 20 million jobs disappeared since the beginning of the 2008 financial crisis. Various nations have reached double-digit unemployment rates. Spain specifically has 26% of its working population without a job. Youth unemployment now exceeds 30% in Greece, Spain, Italy, and Portugal.
World trade is only developing slightly, 2 to 2.5%, when to be compared with 2012, where the figure was 2.5%, whereas the long-term tendency is long-term trend is 5% or so. So we're quite a long time below the long-term trend.
We've been easing and easing, injecting money, liquidity, funds, transferring funds into a bank's account. Why are we not seeing the real recovery around the world? Why is a recovery that we are still discussing still very much a very tepid, very weak recovery, very uncertain, very uneven, in spite of all the trillions of money that we've been injecting into the system?
The world is going to experience a reversing shifting again. That will be the big gain for the next 10 to 20 years. In that background, the innovation and the competitiveness become ever important.
Even though millions of lives have been saved and have improved significantly thanks in large part to the UN MDG initiative, however, experts warned of persistent development challenges, including rising income inequality within and across nations, vast environmental degradation, and the more than 1 billion people who go hungry each day, still living in extreme poverty.
I think the very ambitious goal that the United Nations can put is to end extreme poverty by 2030. I think it's achievable. It's achievable because we see also huge success. We have to recognize it at the same time. We have to recognize the good stories that we have. If there is a good political will on national governments, if we involve the civil society, the private sector, the United Nations, it can be achieved.
The gaps are within the country to do proper targeting and planning.
You know, in a situation where we have an earthquake that really is affecting hundreds of thousands of people, people need immediate food assistance on the spot. So we will continue to deliver the food to the people.
From health and education to the economy and our environment, experts here at the annual ministerial review concur that science, technology, innovation, and culture will help overcome development challenges. Discussions delve deeper into the how-to process of sustainable development, with introductions of the report of the UN Secretary General on the themes of the annual ministerial review and thematic discussion, peering through questions from how to strengthen the global economy and accelerate the achievement of the MDGs, with less than 1,000 days left for the target date of 2015, to the best way forward on building the post-2015 development agenda.
Overcoming extreme poverty, inequality, and environmental degradation will require innovations from science, technology, and culture in the public and the private sectors in this 21st century.
So innovation is the key in the future for economic growth and for sustainable development.
Afaf Kanja, Palace of Nations, Geneva, Switzerland.